Well, the absolute carnage that occurred in this town is wild. Microing that was incredible. Really, really good fun. Hello guys, and welcome to episode 7 of my Closing the Trap campaign in WARNO, playing on the PACT side. Previously, we cleaned up the airborne forces at Kolesov and Rokitsani, and now we're going to be defending Nepomuk. We have the French breathing down our neck, and we're ready to click the end turn button to see what happens next. So, before we move on, let's have a quick look at the casualty list for this turn. We have 0 battalions lost, 437 soldiers lost, 8 artillery, 53 tanks, 1 aircraft, 1 helicopter, and 96 support units. The AI has lost 12 battalions, 4,270 soldiers, 171 artillery, 118 tanks, 2 aircraft, 20 helicopters, and 1,249 support units. That is quite a lot. Alrighty, well, let's move on to the next turn. Here come the attacks, and they're going to be brutal. So, they can triple attack us here, which they probably will. Yeah, this is 2 AMX 10 units, plus another AMX 10 unit, because that's an auxiliary. So they're going to triple AMX 10 us. That is disgusting. Alright, well we have saved some aircraft, so let's bring that in. I'm probably going to be going for the Su-22s for this one, because these just have rockets. We do get some cluster, but I think the bombs and stuff are going to be useful, more useful with those. We will bring in our auxiliary as well, we'll bring in our artillery, and we will bring in one of these. I don't know if I actually want to bring in the tanks for this. I feel like T-55s, whilst they can trade 1 for 1, is not going to really be a good idea. We'd be much better off trying to get as many ATGMs and just infantry in general in position. So I'm probably going to take these guys because I want these guys to have action points on the front. So that is fine. Also, I'm not sure if I want to bring actual artillery for this, just because it's not an engagement where artillery is going to be that useful. Yeah. Famous last words, really, but it's going to be a lot of vehicles. You know, it's not really going to be much of a focus on infantry, I don't think. I'd rather have the artillery for a secondary attack with all of this infantry. I think that's why I'm not going to involve them. Alright, this is going to look pretty rough, but it's a pretty good map for us, I would say. Let's tactical battle. And interception failed. Wait, what happened there? Did they have AA up? It looks like they might have, but we managed to break through. So we still have our bombers, but we did lose one of them. Which one did we lose? One of the HE bombers. That's unfortunate. I didn't see that AA. Okay, so the nice thing about this map is we're going to be able to, cap all of these points very quickly. And the other thing that's nice about this map is there's a lot of forests. So I'm going to be able to really create nice blobs of Streltsy and use them to ambush all of the AMXs that they're going to be throwing at us. So let's go and bring in the 3 leaders. We'll have one back here, one back here, and we'll have one that quickly drives into there. In the center, this is going to be contested, so I think we'll probably just camp out in the town back here, and I can just have these 2 kind of sit on the flanks and make sure that we can see what is coming. That's going to be the most important thing. Okay, then we need some troops that are just going to push up the sides. I don't want to let them get into these sectors if I can help it. What we will do though is bring in just a bunch of ATGMs here. That's not going to be a bad idea. I don't think I can get away with using ATGMs elsewhere because the line of sight is a bit dodgy. I mean, maybe there is fine. Like here, I would love to, but again, line of sight's not great. I mean, these buildings are good for Streltsy, so we can just pump Streltsy into those buildings. Otherwise, we're just going to make sure that we're spreading out the 80 gems. I don't want them to be like directly in line of sight. The ones that are going to be like close are going to be the recoilless. Recoilless would be good in this situation because it's good range for recoilless. Then we're going to be out of range of the Streltsy's RPG, but in range for the recoilless, so that's going to be perfect there. Got another one here though. I'm probably going to bring in all of the grenade launchers, just because the grenade launchers are going to be pretty good for damaging those AMXs as well. We do have plenty of these Vitavas. Vitavas are pretty nice for engaging at range. Just don't know if I want to like commit them too far forwards. Or commit them at all, to be honest. These all come with BMP ones, that's kind of nice. Yeah, so actually that may be the way to do it. We just use a lot of these BMP ones. Okay, so we'll unload those, and then I'll move them back afterwards. There's a lot of BMP ones that we can use actually. Just going to make sure that I have these all dotted about the place. Okay. Let's see. Alright, now it's just a matter of getting the OT-64s in position. What we better do with those or with those? I'm just checking to see if there's any difference in the transports. I don't think there is. We'll do a couple 80 gems though on this side. And I'll put a couple of those in there as well. Okay, so Streltsy Blob, we'll have them join the Polskomnicy. We'll definitely have a bunch here, and we want a bunch here. So we'll put those there, and these. Yeah, we'll put a couple of them in the town, because our town's looking pretty light at the moment. Okay, I mean this right side's looking pretty light as well, especially if they run down this road. That wouldn't be good. I'll just pile in the grenade launchers and everything else we can get for free. I don't know about the machine guns though. I feel like the machine guns may not be as useful in this situation. They might just die. So we won't commit fully to those, but we can definitely have those there. I would like to get some supply in position because we're going to have to reload the HGMs and the AT rifles.
Kam mě chcete poslat? Čerstvá dodávka chlastu a munice je na cestě.
Okay. I feel like one Malivka back here.
Pojedeme co nejrychleji.
Alright, fingers crossed. Off we go. Alright, first tick. I think grabbing the cluster bomber would be a good idea. Then we lost that aircraft in the interception, especially since it was a bomber one. We're on to the +6, which is nice. We just got to put them on a time limit. Like, if we can avoid having to deal with all of those units, then we're in a really good spot. I'm just going to turn these off auto cover, and we'll have them sit at the end of the road here.
Připraveni. Motor jede, čekáme na váš rozkaz. Potřebujete svést?
Okay, these need to just be like here.
Jsem jedno velké
These all together. These BMPs can move back.
Volal si tu někdo odvoz. Jedu tam. Nažer se olova.
Oh, they have artillery there.
Pozor, máme tu kontakt.
Oh, that's annoying.
Jdeme na to. Sedíme na sudu.
Alright, good kill. Yeah, how am I going to deal with that? I didn't expect them to use so much artillery. Maybe I'm just bombing it early. That's quite a lot. Here comes all of the units on the ground. Yeah, my 4 HGMs are going to get deleted.
Rozumím, přesunujeme se. Přepínám.
Jaké jsou vaše rozkazy? Nažer se olova, parkante. Volal si tu někdo odvoz. Mám špatný pocit. Jedu tam. Jsme připraveni někoho
Are we getting good damage in there at least? That's good. That actually just straight up missed.
Všem jednotkám, tady táta medvěd. Nepřítel spatřen.
But we are holding on. Making sure that they can all like engage at the same range is super important.
Dodělá policie.
Did they run out? Or they're dead? Okay, cluster. There's quite a lot of them there. The Streltsy are definitely a better choice here because they one-shot those units. Oh, look at that. Nice grenade launcher action. That's what you like to see.
Jak si přejete? Jsme připraveni někoho odvést. Rozumím, konec.
Now, this is where me bringing in my artillery would have been nice to counter battery. I didn't appreciate that.
Kam mě chcete, jdeme na to. Vypněte motor.
Já už to tu nevydržím.
Oh, now these are being artied. Oh man, that artillery is really, really tough to deal with as well. Alright, good kills anyway, so far. It's always going to be a bit sketch, like trying to get it in exactly the right sort of position. Keep bringing in the Streltsy, I think, just create those big blobs. They're not really touching the middle here, so that's okay. We are going to want to make sure these move, actually, after they fire. And I could bring in, like, my towed artillery, I suppose, and use that as a bit of counter battery. And just, like, quiet the guns for a little bit, at least. Okay. Happy so far.
Čekám na váš rozkaz.
As long as it slows down now, like, we're okay. I think I can just focus on getting all of the counter battery going with these towed guns. Sure, we don't have to worry about that anymore. Like the one thing that I just didn't really prepare for. Losing the Priscomnidze would be good if I could avoid that. Just because that loses me a BMP as well. The BMP with the good optics is actually more valuable. Use these OTs to take out the infantry at least. There's a lot of stuff in there. I'm loving the Strazzi's RPGs. They are able to one-shot those even in the front armor. That's very, very nice. Okay, have I got enough of these now? Yeah, I think so. Let's put them on a counter battery. Get them to work. We probably want to go a little bit tighter on the side there. That's fine. Alright, we'll bring in more Strazzi there. That's fine. Gonna have one Strazzi join us here just in case they start pushing more aggressively in this position. But otherwise I'm just gonna try and cover this junction because that seems to be like they zoom down here and then they cut across. She might need to shift some HGMs back here. Good damage so far. Really good damage so far. The more AMX-10s we can destroy, the better. This could be like such a good fight for us because it just kind of blunt the tip of the spear. I might start bringing in a couple of T-55s just because now we know the like lay of the land and where they're going to push. I think having some T-55s here just to get rid of the stray AMXs in the open would be really nice. We just gotta hope that my 122s can do enough damage here. Those artillery pieces though, gosh. They are a nightmare, they've killed all of my HGMs. On the Malutka there. Perfect line of sight. Nice. Alright, let's make sure that we get the supply to these so that they don't run out. Start sending those up. Right, that's almost out of ammo anyway, so we can move it back. Still a bit precarious. I'd like to get another artillery piece in just to continue the counter battery. We do have, yeah, just quite a lot of those guns ready to go. I'd like to get some infantry in here. That would be great. I don't know if I can though. One of my recoilless just got killed.
Na první hodině nepřátelský voják 500 metrů. Bojová rychlost, řidiči. Pustě střehu, pány.
Oh, supply for that side. Thank you very much.
Nažer se olova, parkante. Stráčba připraven.
Couple more Streltsy for the middle would be a good idea. Make sure that we have that locked down.
Kristě, nie zase mi.
Could be a nice cluster.
Jsem na cestě veledí. Jak si přejet? Morfín, potřebuju morfín. Na první hodině nepřátelský voják 500 metrů. Máme ji! Potřebujeme
Might just be free kills anyway.
Jak si přejet? Jen koň.
Okay, there wasn't too much there. Streltsy died over here. Or did they get arty? They must have got artied. Hopefully my cannon battery will start killing stuff, because it's not doing too great at the moment.
Dobré, dámy, čas pozor na Němcov. Pustě střehu, pány. Doktor!
Those run out of ammo. Let's bring them back.
Raketa připravená, paně.
Oh, they're also getting hit by artillery anyway.
Paně, ano, paně. Čerstvá dodávka chlastu a munice je na cestě. Jestli přežiju, tak chci zase...
So I got a Streltsy there. That's good. I'll tell you what we could do. I could move the Streltsy through this tree line and then get them to that position. That would be the way to do it.
Přivezte nás tam. Sekcia na váš rozkaz, paně. Budem se tím riadiť. Koniec. Připraven k přepravě. Všem jednotkám, tady táta medvěd. Nepřítel spatřen. Tož poslouchám, pane. Přestaňte střílet, ten už je mrtvej! Připraven spadnout tam. Držte tuto pozici. Angere, jdeme!
Nice.
Já už to tu nevydržím!
Really nice. Yeah, the Streltsy got found.
Na první hodině už chlapi, neseďte tu na legátkách a pojďme.
Let's just do nothing, and then we can just sit behind that building, and if it comes forwards, we just shoot him in the side armor.
Dobrá, kluci, já stávám legát.
Oh, that building's got destroyed. Not good. Not good.
Jsme vyzvu.
Pozor, máme tu kontakt. Prostě jeď, řidiči, zastavte motor.
Dobrá práce, kluci. Jsou připraven.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping would happen in terms of the ambush, but it's just not going to reload in time.
Já už chlapi, neseďte tu na legátkách.
To jednoho bastarda méně.
There's so many of these. It is crazy. There's just loads and loads of AMXs. The grenade launchers are doing a very good job.
Máme ji! Angere, k zemi!
Pozor, máme tu kontakt.
T-55 got popped. Not too concerned about that.
Máme ji! Stůjte! Pojďi, pojď nás patečku! Pane Bože, proč já?
Čekáme na vás. Vrátí tasmánský čert. Nepřítel spatřen.
4 minutes, 25 seconds until victory. Meanwhile, we just kind of hold the line.
Doktor!
Čekám náš rozkaz. Pojďme, chlapci. Pozor, máme tu kontakt.
Hodně vydržíme!
palbě. Tady ta sracký čert.
All of these are pretty low on ammo. Don't think I have too much in the way of supply.
Ledmo chtěl to dostat tě.
Keep them popped up.
Rozkazy, pane.
Máme jí.
Držte tuto pozici.
Máme jí.
Angere, k zemi. Dobrá, kluci, vstávejte z legátek. Držte tuto pozici.
I'm just gonna wait for that to reload. Okay, we'll get into this building. Gotta micro those to get the kills.
Rozmacký čert. Nepřijde s mačem.
Right, more Strelci over here, please.
Připravený na palbu.
It's just ridiculous to me that that is not dead yet. I think it's because they are like AMX South ones, probably. Something like that.
Připraven rozmrdat pár pane.
Požadujeme palebnou polož. Držte tuto pozici.
Připravený paní.
Dobrá práce, kluci.
Síl zničen.
So the grenade launchers are just cleanly killing these.
Dávajte chlap.
Okay, we're gonna have to fall back. Henry's gonna spoil the day otherwise.
Já už to tu nevydržím.
Yeah, they the artillery hit them. Oh, it's just so strong, the artillery. I don't know if it'd be worth in some situations to just stay in the building.
Připraven padnout za vlast.
Because the building does give very good cover. And usually, like, when you come out of the building is when your units are getting slapped around.
Šupen, pánové.
I can't believe I'm, like, almost running out of Strelci here. Actually, no, I'm not. I've got loads. Still got loads. I didn't realise we still had this lot here. Okay, good. That is good.
Šupen, pánové.
Máme rozkazy, chlapi. Morfín.
Co to bude? Rozumím. Přesunujeme se.
Big thing is just it's artillery.
Ano, už to
What a pain.
máme jí.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem to matter. Like, if it's just gonna direct hit me like that, it really doesn't matter.
Dostal jsem to.
Tady táta medvěd. Jsme připraveni.
Such trash artillery. Like, look at the dispersion there. It's crazy. They're not gonna kill anything. Might have killed one or two.
Máte rozkazy, pane?
You really gotta make those RPGs count. You haven't got many left.
Připraveni někoho odvést. Střílejte a manevrujte.
10 seconds till victory.
Pomalu mi dochází cíl na tyho. Držte tuto pozici.
Survived. Heroes. Alright, 194 kills, 36 losses. That was like cleaner than some of my attacks. Oh, look at that, Chelsea. Wow. Ondurko. Very nice. Hanak. Nice. Good job, guys. Good job. That is a very, very nice total victory.
Tally two.
It's our turn. Alright.
Good hit on one.
This is getting kind of scary. Let's have a look at the damage we did here. So they lost all of their AMX-10s, all of their AMX-10s. They have one sort of company, I guess, of AMX-10s alive. They lost like half in all of their companies. And they lost like half in all of their companies. So there's a lot less AMX-10s to worry about, but we do have The leopards come in. Interesting. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to really respect the AA up here because I don't want to lose any more aircraft. Do I have... Actually, I don't know if these count... And they count as bombers, don't they? Not seed. Yeah, it'd be nice if I had sort of seed aircraft specifically. I mean, I have seed aircraft amongst the bombers, but if I had like a seed unit, I could use it to break the AA net. But alas, it looks like we may just be on the defense here. There is a world in which I move up here. I think we do. We'll have to keep my artillery close, otherwise it's going to get killed. Yeah, that's quite funny. We could probably just cut off the Germans completely. Very nice. Okay. Then territorials, they can move up here. Probably won't make the same mistake again, where I don't bring in artillery. All of these need to just move as far as they can. Just moving my AA up as well. Alright, well, I guess it's just another end turn. I mean, I don't know if you guys want me to check the casualties again, but I'll leave it on screen just in case anyone wants to check that out. It won't have changed too much other than us killing a lot of tanks. A lot of AMXs died. But now we have to deal with more defense. They do have all of these like helicopter units here. Gazelles. Yeah, they might bring some of those in. Alright, here goes. Ooh, okay, a lot of those units moved away and now the Germans are coming in. So this is going to be actually a pretty scary battle because they've got their Leopard 1A1s, they've got the Leopard 1A5s. I mean, it's just a lot of armor again, but it's going to be harder armor to kill. And then they got actual infantry supporting them this time, most likely. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. Let's make sure to bring the artillery. I will bring the recon unit again as my auxiliary. Air support. Like, I'm never going to use the air support if I don't bring it. And these guys have like no AA, like themselves. I guess there's some Gepards in there. Bunch of Fleegfaust with the Panzergrens actually. Yeah, maybe it doesn't matter then. Okay, do we want this unit again? I think we'll stick with the same units just so that we kind of like run down the same units and then we have some fresh units that we can use for counterattacks and stuff. That's probably the way to do it. This map is much worse for us this time around. Okay, tactical battle, in we go. And they do have some artillery of their own. Like here is where having all of those HGMs would have been very, very helpful. What I'm going to have to do is use this area to ambush the enemy tanks because I'm not going to be able to get any further really. Well, of course, put a leader here. put a leader in the corner here, and then just rigorously defend this area. Yeah, so it can be 8 gems in all of these high rises, and then just like pray that they don't get absolutely annihilated by artillery. I actually have that many left. We'll put down everything that we have here, because the right side is going to be like a rush to the town, and then just kind of try and defend in the town as much as possible with Streltsy. Like we're going to just blob loads of Streltsy down this road and hope it gets there, because if it doesn't, then yeah, it's going to suck. Because they're going to have a lot of recon that's going to be able to forward deploy, but hopefully not far enough. On this side is just going to be grenade launchers and all that good stuff. Right, I can do Control Tab, then give the orders separately. So probably do thing like that. We'll probably put these in the high rises, but a little bit further back. And then, actually, I'll tell you what, we should do it these further forwards, right? That makes sense. And then the HGMs go in the back ones. Okay.
Čekáme na váš rozkaz. Na této pozici budeme nasazovat.
Let's get some recon out.
Průzkumná jednotka na váš rozkaz.
And we'll want some recon here as well.
Připravený. Rozstřílený na stračky!
I'm trying to think like where we could do recon there, recon here. Check the flanks a little bit, but otherwise it's going to be pretty much just I could spam HGMs at them with these BMPs actually. I didn't really think about that. We'll need some artillery. We'll pop the artillery I guess back here. And we'll need supply. So, do I use a T813 for the town? No, I don't think I do. I think we just spread a few V3s in here. We'll just have them on the back side, that's fine. And then we do the same here, we just have a bunch of these V3S kind of dotted about the place.
Hubitel tanků připraven.
Okay, we will put one with these. I could probably put a leader with those as well. Alright, let's do it. Fingers crossed we can get into this town. Also, I should have put a leader in there. Oops. That's okay. I can try and get this one over there. So these are going to be counter battery. Keep these BMPs around the place.
Pojďme a zůstaňme potichu. Bez nás byste viděl hovno, soudru. Rozstřílím je na sračky!
Ideally, I want an infantry leader in the town. What we need. Right, all of these can come behind the town, and they can use their machine guns to fire into the town if any infantry comes in. We need a leader for those. I could probably bring a leader over here as well, actually. I could kill on the Führungs. A bit worried about the blob here. Yeah, let's just jump out of there. Because you keep the recoilers like closer. Like they only fire when they get close. So we can keep them here, then when they come up, we can bombard them. Okay, in this situation, we need to get the... We actually just have that fallback. Sorry. Lost the leader, but we've got all the Streltsy in position. Gonna ambush them for days. We can kind of cycle them. How's it going over here? Good. This is brutal. Good. That was a lot of damage done very quickly. Also, these are still doing great work. The triple recoilless just blasting away. I'm actually going to bring up one of the T815s here. Or a couple of them even. More of those. Thank you very much. I might get another leader to just sit in the back there. Kill those Panzergrens. Might kill that Milan as well. That'll be a good kill. Well, the absolute carnage that occurred in this town is wild. Microing that was incredible. Really, really good fun. Alright, unfortunately, it seems like all of those recoillers just got spanked by one artillery shell, so that sucks. We will need to defend against the infantry, so let's just make sure that that's in position. And I can probably get a T815 over here now as well. I'm going to get some Streltsy that kind of move up and unloading that building at the front.
Tady tasmanský čert. Nepřítel zkusit. Vypníte motor, čakáme tu.
Rozumím, přepínám.
Lovely. All right, let's get these to counter battery as well.
Čekám na rozkaz. Všem jednotkám, tady táta medvěd. Nepřítel spatřen.
Co potřebujete, paní? Tasman,
Nažer se olova, parkante.
I could use some recon up in these high rises.
tasmanský čert. Nepřijde spatřen.
We destroyed a lot of tanks very quickly.
Stal jsem to. Já? Můj samopal? Cigarety jsou připravené.
Rozumím. Připraven rozmrdat pár tanků,
I
pane.
can probably get away with
Tasmanský čert. Nepřijde
moving these
spatřen.
up.
Dostal jsem to. Dobrá práce, kluci. Čekám na rozkaz.
My artillery should be a lot better now than it was
Chci zase vidět slovácký rok.
before, because this is 152 mil, so if it hits something it's going to do a lot of damage. I'm going to try and move forwards a little bit here just to see if we can catch out some units that are moving around on the other side of the town.
Jsme šupen, pánové. Rozumím, konec. Tasmanský čert. Nepřijde spatřen.
Připraven k dodání munice. Kurva, dostal jsem to! Máte rozkazy, pane?
Ano. Přivezte nás.
Přestaňte střílet, ten už je mrtvej! Ani nevíte, jak poctivý vojáci pozapadne.
Kills.
Ano, paně. Jsme připraveni někoho odvést. Pozor na nepřítele.
Angere, koš poslouchá, pane! Přestaňte střílet, ten už je mrtvej!
I can kill so many tanks very, very quickly just because
Cíl zničen.
they're all 2 points.
Tasmanský čert. Nepřijde spatřen.
Like, usually this might take multiple battles because say if the Leopard 1A5s were worth 4 points each, then we'd just finish the battle by now. And therefore we'd have to have multiple battles in order to get all the kills. Because they're cheaper,
O jednoho impéria.
it's actually easier for us to just wipe out entire battalions. Because, like, the battle hasn't ended yet, so we have a chance to kill way more. But they're going to be very, very low on numbers again. I might even go so far as to just, like, move up here
Máme ji.
with the HGMs.
Všem jednotkám, tady táta medvěd, nepřítel spatřen! Přestaňte střílet, ten už je mrtvej! Jednotka je připravená.
Just gotta check the count on the RPGs. I'm very tempted to
Na jedno pojďme a zůstaňte
go and
pojďme.
kill some stuff here with my
Zastavte se a rozhlédněte. Ano, pane.
abilities.
Cíl zničený. Střílejte bez chvostu, bych tohle neutřídil.
Dobrá práce, kluci.
Připraven. Tasmanský čert. Nepřijde spatřen. Potřebujete další oči soudu. Mám. Už to nevydržíme. Zkouška spojení. Hotel 6. Přepínám. Mám ho. Vstávajte, chlapci. Je čas na čaj.
We don't at any point want the HGMs actually in range
Pojďme, chlapci.
of the tanks, so
Máme ji.
there we go. Lovely. What a battle. Easy victory. We lost 8 men, or 8 points worth of men. 143 lost for them. Huge. Absolutely massive. Really, really good town defense. I worked out perfectly. I was a bit worried they'd be ahead of us with like the Jaeger Aufgabe, but they didn't really use many of them, so we were okay. Like if they'd spammed that town with Jaeger Aufgabe, it would have been a very different story. But we're back to our turn with a lot more damage done to the enemy. They've lost a lot of those Leopard 185s. They didn't use any of the Avocado Leopards. Those would have been really good actually. But yeah, a lot of those are dead. They've lost just over half of that battalion worth of Leopards. Got some exciting Emma builds coming in. Cool. Yeah, we're going to be able to get the defense like even stronger here. As we prepare for the arrival of the AMX-30B2 Brenners. Oh, there's a lot of those. Yeah, that's pretty nasty. There may be a case that we fall back to Pilsen, because if I move back to Pilsen and we defend like at the line of like Rokitsani Pilsen, I might be able to get some like urban maps going, which would be fun. But we're probably going to go and sit on this reinforcement point, so we don't have to worry about that. And then just kind of maybe move some troops back down to help defend the crossroads here. Cool. We can also destroy that artillery. Might as well do that. Nice. A lot of progress made today. Really, really fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.